Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Adam Ratliff with Adam So Fun, and here I am in a hotel room again. Sorry about last week and not getting that video out. We had some TVs delivered and some furniture delivered, and now we can sit and have cocktails at our new house, but that's about it. Oh, I can quilt on the long arm, and I could almost watch TV while I was quilting, but the TV was broke, so that's getting replaced. But we had a lot of stuff going on at the house that day, and I just didn't get a chance to get everything edited in time. So now here's your new intro. Yay, jazz hands. Let's see what's going on. This week we are continuing to dive in with designer, and we are talking about the magic wand. So last episode we did the we did a few episodes ago the backdrop tool, and then last episode we did the Auto-Digitizer. So magic wand is kind of a mixture of Auto-Digitizer and digitizing yourself, maybe? What it does is it takes an element of that backdrop. So you're going to bring in a backdrop just like always, but you can digitize just one section of that backdrop. Just like Auto-Digitizing, it's going to give you your starting off point, and then you get to go in and make everything a lot better, a lot nicer, but it does kind of give you that starting off point. You'll see that when I work through the kind of little examples that I showed, because I continued to use the fox and the lion, that sometimes Auto-Digitizer works a little better than the magic wand tool. But say you had the lion and you only wanted the mane. You didn't want the full lion digitized. Well, maybe I'm going to use the magic wand for that instead of having it digitize the whole lion. In case of the fox, when you see that I try to go in and auto-digitize the fox with the magic wand, it does a few things a little funky that we kind of worked around when we used the Auto-Digitizer by changing the number of colors to 3 instead of having all those different ones. You'll see when we work through the video, but just keep in mind that sometimes one tool works a little better than the other. What I love about the Auto-Digitizer is that you get to pick and choose those pieces. And then at the end, I ended up selecting outside the design in the backdrop and pulling the whole outline of the design, which is a really neat idea too. I was just clicking around and did it on accident and was like, oh, I'm going to show this off. So we'll jump into it. As always, thank you for watching. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Adam So Fun with an SEW. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you're notified when new videos come out. Congratulations to our batting winner last month. We're already up to almost 4,500 viewers, subscribers. So when we hit 5,000, I'm gonna have to think something really good. I mean, I've given away thread, I've given away batting. What do you want? A long arm? I'm not doing it. Not doing it. We're not there yet. But no, I'll think of something good, something really fun. And then what else? Let me think if there's anything else. I don't think. If I think of it, we'll do it at the end. So thanks for watching. We're diving into designer, and we'll see you back here in a minute. All right, everyone, we're back in Pro Stitcher Studio, and today we're going to be talking about the Magic Wand tool. So it works similarly to the Auto-Digitizing feature, except where Auto-Digitize is going to digitize the whole design when you bring it in. Maybe there's just a few pieces of a design you want, and that's where the Magic Wand would come in. So I already brought in my backdrop. So I used my backdrop tool, selected it, picked the photo I wanted. If you need to see how to open a backdrop, you can go over to the Auto-Digitize or the video on backdrops, the backdrop tool. If you need to see how to open a backdrop, you can go over to the backdrop tool, but really you just open a new page, select on, so you would go to your home, hit new, come over your tools, select backdrop. It's going to come up with all of your files, and then you pick the file you want. So there is a tutorial on ProStitcher.com. If you go to the designer section and you look at tutorials, there's a tutorial on how to do the Magic Wand tool. And they use this butterfly, and this butterfly actually auto-digitizes beautifully. It's such a great one to do yourself, especially if you want instant gratification, because it is really easy to use. So this is my backdrop window over on my sidebar, and I increase the size because anytime I open something, I always make it like 10 or 12 inches tall. So I did that, Same size. I didn't adjust the lightness or brightness. I don't really need to do that. It's fine. It brought it in how it is. There's a magic wand tolerance, and this is, the higher the tolerance, the more it looks for different shades of the same color. So I think I brought in that lion. One of these, this fox. So like it has the light, and then it has the little bit of darker tan, or the lighter orange and the darker orange. By changing that tolerance, it will look for one color instead of the two. Um, so you can play around with this. Remember, anytime you change that, I'm going to pull this down. Anytime you make any changes in these, you have to hit apply for them to become active. So I have my backdrop open. You can see that I can't select Magic Wand. I'm clicking, clicking, clicking. Magic Wand works with a draw tool. So I have to come over here and select a draw tool first. So let's say I'm going to select the curve. Now you can see I can select Magic Wand from my sidebar. So I'm going to select Magic Wand and see how my cursor is now a magic wand. I'm going to turn that off really quick just so you can see the difference. My curve tool, you get the crosshairs and the curve. When you select magic wand, it turns into a magic wand. If I have line and magic wand, it's still a magic wand. I usually use the curve tool because most things are going to have curves in them, and it uses the curve tool to kind of digitize those lines. So say I want the outline of this pink. All I have to do is click it. So I'm going to click, and I'm going to turn my backdrop off, and it digitized the lines around that butterfly wing. And this, again, instant gratification. This butterfly digitizes really, really good. So I can come in and just pick out my major wing portions. Now, something to look at. So down here, I only clicked on the orange piece. So when I turn that backdrop off, I don't get that inner paisley shape. So if you wanted that paisley shape, you'd have to select on the inner paisley pieces as well. And then I would do my 3 pieces here, and then I would still have to hit my 2 antennae. I think it's antennae, but there's my butterfly. Now this is where you would come in, and you would have to come in and change and digitize this to stitch out in one piece if that's what you wanted. In real life, if I was working on this, I would probably, I'm going to hit my select tool, I would probably take out these circles, and when it digitizes everything as a set. So like that whole wing. So what you have to do, I wouldn't move these in real life, but I wanted you to see that it's going to digitize this like this. So that pink digitized all of this as a set. What I would need to do, see how it has an artwork over here? The best way, change the color. So it's going to give it its own section. And then we can, and I went over the color and I right clicked because that's what I'm set at. Now I can right click on the design with it selected. I'm going to hit break apart. And now I have the outside piece and the 4 inside pieces. So I should have a total of 5 artworks in this color. And I would probably get rid of these circles. I could try to digitize them, but I wouldn't be able to get them in the exact spot. Now this one is still pushed together. If I try to get that circle, I can't just get that one piece. If I hit delete, it deleted that whole wing. So just keep that in mind. Again, butterfly, a great one to play with because it does digitize and get those outlines so well. It just is a really good one. Now, let's go to some of the ones that I downloaded myself. So here's the fox. We use this in the Auto-Digitize wizard, and that actually did a pretty good job here. I'm going to select my curve tool, and I'm going to select my magic wand, and let's see. Oh, I have to go to my backdrop because I want to change the magic wand tolerance. I'm going to bring it down and apply and see if I can pick up all of this tan shape in one pass instead of having to do 2. So my magic wand is curve, magic wand, and select. And no, I'm still going to have to do 2 and then do some editing to it. Let's hit undo. I want to see how it digitizes the top. See, that's pretty good, but you can see over in the corners, like, I could change that into a line, And I hit Z to zoom in, drag and drop a box. So maybe I will come over here, right click and change this into a line and just kind of pull this out. And this is where the digitizing gets fun, and you can come in and really shape what was created. Same thing here. Maybe I'll turn this one into a line, pull it up here. And just by moving some nodes, I have my snaps on, so they keep snapping to the same place. Moving some nodes and such, I get a kind of a better look on those sides. So the nice thing here, I wouldn't have to go in and digitize these center sections because it did digitize it with it. But I could go through. Sorry, Ben was calling and I got distracted. I could go through and digitize the sections that I wanted. Oops, I hit the white. Don't digitize the outline. Unless you just wanted the outline, that would actually kind of be a cool project to do. This one, because there are so many different colors, maybe not the easiest one to digitize. Maybe this is a better option is to use the Auto-Digitize wizard. But, always play around with it. And then the other one we did was the lion, so I'll do the same thing. Maybe, let's see if I can do the arc tool here. It did an okay job. Again, the peaks and valleys, I'm going to hit the Z and zoom in. I would come in, change these to lines and pull them down to just kind of shape that. Remember, it's giving us a jumping off point. It's not trying to be, this one's not going to do it exactly, so we're going to get a jumping off point to go in and kind of fix and get it the way we like it. I'm going to move that away and pop the curve tool, do the same thing. And let's put both of these on top of each other and see the difference. Ooh, that's going to get me dizzy. Oh, it did them exactly the same. Let me try something. Oh, see, well, I was wrong. I told you all wrong. Because I thought that it used that specific tool to digitize the sections, but you just have to have a tool selected because they all digitize the exact same exact same features. So good to know. This one, oh, these things are so cute. Me getting distracted by cuteness. I'm going to delete that. Let's just delete them all. So if I were digitizing this design, I would pop that. I don't necessarily need the face. Get my body, get my leg, and let's see if I can get my tail. There we go. And then go in and edit the shapes to do what I want and do the stitch path that I'm looking for. So that's a little bit with the Magic Wand tool. Not a lot to cover. It's basically you bring in your backdrop. Here, we'll just file new. So steps to use it. Backdrop tool. Pick what you want. Let's see. Let's do this fish. Let's do this fish. No, that's a lot of stuff. This fish. Open. Actually, let's do the tree. Open. I always change my height. Just personal preference. I can click in my window, spacebar. It will zoom out. And now I can come in and pick whatever draw tool. You just have to have a draw tool selected. Magic wand. Get my magic wand. Click. And there's my perfect outline. Click. And there's my outline. And now I have a tree. So pretty cool. I mean, I really like this tool. I think it's necessary for some things. Maybe you didn't want the whole tree, because I'm sure a lot of you are like, why wouldn't I just auto-digitize? Maybe you don't want the whole tree. Maybe you're just looking for a tree stalk or some branches, and maybe you're going to stitch in the tree free motion. So now you have a tree trunk. I'm going to delete this one. If I can select it, click on the line, I wanted to try one other thing. I'm going to click the white because now it's just going to give me an outline. This one I can see a little white on all the sides. So if you need kind of more like an outline, there you have it. So that is the draw tool, or not the draw tool. That is the magic wand tool. Thanks for joining me. And next week, we're going to start getting into the carousel, reflect, echoes, and repeat on path tools. Probably we're going to start with the, I don't know, let's start with reflect, because I think that one is a super cool one to use. And these all kind of you'll use with repeat. So I'll show you how repeat works too. But thanks for tuning in. We'll see you right back here in a second. All right, everyone. So that was a little bit with the magic wand tool and kind of a different way to auto-digitize. Like I said, sometimes it's the right tool for the right job. In some cases, the auto-digitizer is going to work a little better than the magic wand or vice versa. So as always, thank you for watching. Check my Instagram and Facebook out. I'm totally bummed because I am sitting in Michigan right now and I have a package coming for the new studio. And for some reason, they're sending it adult signature required, and I'm not home, and Ben's not home, especially with how busy hospitals are right now. So now I'm not going to be able to pick it up because I go home and then I leave again the next morning. I'm not going to be able to get it until like the 7th of September. And that's way too long to share stuff with you, but I keep it a secret. I'm super excited for this addition to the sewing room. I did go get my IKEA furniture. That stuff is getting put together, but again, I had to hold off on putting some of it together because I have to be able to swing my long arm back into place once the TV gets up and this and that and all that jazz. So hold out. Well, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Keep quilting, everyone. I'm excited for some of the new videos. I think I'm going to do a basics, like kind of diving into Pro Stitcher, but we'll have to change it a different word, like posing with Pro Stitcher. I don't know. We'll have another series and do some kind of basics Pro Stitcher stuff and talk about the functions there. I'm kind of liking this diving into designer thing. I know I'm finally going to do the borders and corners. I just have to find something and make that quilt. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to future videos with you all. I know I have a really busy September because we're actually going to move into the house. October, I'm everywhere plus somewhere else. I mean, I just feel like I'm on the go. November, December, I'm going to kick it down a notch and kind of stay home and get things settled and settle in and enjoy the winter in Palm Springs, because let me tell you, let's see, right now, well, I can see myself, but I think last time I looked, it was 111 in Palm Springs. Hot, dry heat. It does make a difference. But thanks for watching, everyone. I'll stop rambling. At the end of the day, it's just quilting. We want to have a good time. See you in the next video. Bye.